Alright, we're going to go for it on this Stylist 522. And I noticed I switched work tables to this black folding table I have, and it is not nearly as sturdy as the other gray folding table I have. So I feel like sometimes, especially when I have the camera set up close up, I end up with a lot of wobbling shots. But the gray table is full, so this is the table we're working on. Now, to get this apart, I've got to get the plug here out of the way, because remember, we got the drive gears for the feed dogs. This shaft here has to slide all the way out. So I'm gonna take a screw out here. So this screw here held that piece of trim in place. With that trim out of the way, I can get this other screw loose. With that screw out, this whole plug assembly will move around in here, and it should, well, let's take our end cover off, and that way should be able to slide that out of the way, because I want to be able to access through this hole here. So that's an interesting screw there. So I guess that must be a well, I wanted this end cap to come off here, but let me look further in here. Oh, just had to tug on it further. Okay. Okay, with that end cap out of the way, you can see this wiring and the motor and everything. And that gives us, does that give us room to push this up out of the way? Not really. Alright, well, let's try a different approach then. Alright. There's 2 set screws on this drive pulley here. And we take those out. This pulley should, yep. That pulley starts moving, so that's good. And then we can get our feed lever link. We'll pop this set screw out and with that loose, I was hoping to pop this off the end, but our pesky still in the way here. Pop our motor belt off, and then the motor mount is right here. And the motor mount, there's a separate screw accessible through a hole here that actually does the tensioning for the motor. Come on. There we go. Stupid second screw has this lock bolt on it. It's not any different than this first screw. It's just got a lock nut on it. Alright, now motor mount, Okay. With the motor loose, we can now push this plug block up out of the way. Pulley comes off, we'll just toss that belt in there too. Now we got access to this shaft. I'm gonna get our old gears off of it. And we'll set that pile of set screws aside. There's only one on that, okay. And then we got our set screw on the hook drive. And there's two on this screw. Oh, I thought there were two on that. There's only one in that one. Weird. Okay. But we get our other, because I got a hook gear set too, because this has the updated spiral cut gears, and we'll take a look. These gears are serviceable but real worn. So this machine definitely had a lot of hard use. Whether or not it had a lot of use, these there we go. That gear is all gunged up, so awesome. But that gear, yeah, you can see how filthy this gear is and how it's unevenly worn. And while we're removing set screws, we're gonna have to take this one out. For our drive timing, because we got to get this gear off, and that, okay, that's all loose. All right, we got to get these two out of this stripped gear, and then it's going to be popping E-clips off of stuff. So now we got this clip. That what's the shaft slide, and I'm gonna have to Alright. We'll have to do something to get that gear to press off of there. But we also have the clip on this shaft that needs to come out. Alright, that one is loose, okay. I'm gonna have to get a screwdriver and hammer and tap on both of these gears to get them to come loose and get them moving again. So, like this one, maybe I can just a little bit of there. Once we get that turning on the shaft there, this upper shaft slips out this way. See how badly that gear is chewed up. And then these crown gears, yeah, they fit okay, but they're in bad shape, and we got to take them off to get this other gear moving anyway. So and then oh yeah, that completely coming apart there. Alright, well, yeah, I'm gonna have to get a hammer and a good screwdriver chisel, and I'm just going to drive this gear along that way. Alright, one tap on this disintegrated gear and it released all the schmoo that was built up underneath it, that it was stuck to. That's this brown spot on here, the shaft here. But this is the screwdriver for that job. I don't know how old this one is, but really great design. Steel all the way through the handle, and they're designed to be hit like a chisel for everybody who hammers on screwdrivers to get stuff coming loose. So, now, all that schmoo is still going to be troublesome getting through the holes here when we're trying to pull that shaft out, though, so Wipe that with a bit of sewing machine oil. And then there's a washer here that was behind that clip, and you have to keep remembering to get that washer over the hole the clip came through. So. All right. There we go. Now we just have to get this shaft to draw out far enough to get the new gear on, so it doesn't have to come all the way out, just far enough. I'm actually going to stick the clip back on in its spot here, because then I can use that as a spot to draw on this shaft. There. And again, we only have to get this off. So that gear was all shredded for this. These two we're replacing because we already had to take it out to deal with it. And I have to take a moment to clean all the broken parts of this gear out of the bottom of this before we go putting new gears in and stuff. Alright, we got all the goo and schmoo and bits of this old gear out from behind there, or at least the giant chunks of it anyway. So time to put the new gear in and just slip that back on. Actually, yeah, the set screw is stuck inside it. So, back the set screw out so it'll slip on there. I'm just going to take that out and set it on the bench and then get this back in place. why ain't that slipping on there like it should? I got the... There's a burr inside here. Let me grab the yeah, you can see it's going almost all the way through. Oh, and it's coming out smooth. Alright, well now I don't know why it ain't popping on, but... Alright, well, we got this other shaft here most of the way out. I'm going to pop this out so I can get access to look and see what is happening behind it here when I put that there. Now, okay, now with that shaft out of the way and that out of the way, this one ought to be lined up and I can just give it tap in. Yep. Alright, so there we go. Just got to get it in there. Now there's this washer there, the one behind the clip, and then the clip that goes on this shaft to keep it from withdrawing. Gotta press that in place. Now, oh, and I know what I forgot. I forgot to put the other gear on this before I put that snap ring back on. Alright, well, let's just pop the snap ring out. Replacement gears here. So there's 2 set screws, and this is the replacement style with the helical cut. And the single set screw is what goes on this end here, so. There we go. Now we can withdraw that washer and put our set screw, or this clip in place. Right now, that gear has a flat that it sits on, and you find that flat by gently tightening a set screw and then wiggling, and that new set screw is bigger than the old one. Wait, is that new set screw metric instead? Yeah, the new set screw is metric. But there we go. So this gear just gets put on there. It's a flat, so that's that. Now this new drive also has a flat that it needs to sit on. There's the flat it needs to sit on, and we'll put our new set screw in on that flat. This is also a metric set screw that's new on the new piece. It was an SAE English set screw, well, SAE American set screw on the old part. There. And then I'm going to slip our other shaft through here. Alright, well, that alarm says I've got other stuff to do. But I'm going to slip this in here. And we need to put our new other drive gear on here. This is the big one. And it's got this peg on it, but I don't know what that's for. It's clearly a timing mark of some kind. But the timing for this mechanism here is actually, oh, gotta get my set screw out. Yeah, this only has one set screw as well, unlike the old one that had two. So alright, now, first things first, we need to rotate this shaft to find the flat. And this one just had the E-clip on the outside. But we've rotated this to find the flat, and we need to put the set screw from and that's going to be one of the old set screws, so it is English. Alright, now it occurs to me that I tightened that in the wrong spot. The E-clip for this big shaft has a washer on it, and you need to make sure that that washer is a thrust washer. So you need to just hold that shaft out to make sure that it's against the thrust washer over here. Now get this gear in place and rotate. This cam has timing marks on it. These two marks here are supposed to be lined up when you get this assembled. So I'm gonna time it and put this gear on, and then we still have to put the back end of the machine back together, which I don't have time to do right now. So we'll reassemble that, get the feed dog timing and everything back together, and then we'll put the hook gear in and time the hook.